Hello. How's everyone doing? Hopefully well. We might do some art today, but not immediately. More than likely, the way I'll be handling it is we're gonna just vibe for a bit, and if I feel down for it, I'll do some artwork just to get things going. I have spaghetti. Would you like to join me in VIP chat, Lamb? I plan to watch some Daily Dose of Internet to get things started, just because sometimes it's fun to just watch some of the goofy stuff like Daily Dose of Internet to get things started.
The answer is yes.
Hi, Lamb.
Hello.
People are gonna look at your profile picture and just think, what the fudge? Yes, everyone, Lamb is actually bald.
I've been thinking about going bald one day, like shaving it all off. I bet it'd be awesome. I have a head shape for it.
Man's got perfectly
You just get a goatee.
You've got perfectly egg head shape.
My father said it's more
like
like
Adam
head.
Sandler, perfectly egg shaped.
Yes, yes.
I don't care what anyone says. Adam Sandler, whatever you think of him, that man's got a head like an egg.
Mm-hmm.
And he has
It's
hair,
beautiful.
and he still looked like he got an egg. Hi, Draco. What's up? You're already too late. Panzer already did the funny ahas, so you know you're too late. You missed it. You didn't get to see it. So yeah, I'll stream my screen for you on Discord so that you can join in on this. Big sad. Yep. And you're gonna continue to do squat. All right. This is not a request. All right. So we have the funnies. You know, I'm so curious. I get this. I've probably said this before, and I'll probably say it a dozen times. I am so curious to see if how many people organize their taskbar the way I do. I'm always so curious to see, because I know most people put their taskbar at the bottom where it's at default, but I always move my taskbar for any of my devices, any of my main devices. I always align my taskbar to the left. I have done it for so. Lamb, are you muted?
I'm listening.
Okay, because you're not responding at all.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, ever since I was
just
in
letting you finish.
middle school, I think since I first got, like, around where I first got a laptop, maybe. It's hard for me to remember when I started doing this, but I started putting it to the left side because I just wanted it to look different initially, make it feel more personal. And I did it for so long that effectively now, anytime I have any device, I always move it to there, because it feels weird. Because muscle memory has taught me if I want to go anywhere, I go to the left, and whenever it's situated down beneath or on the bottom, my brain is like, well, where's the taskbar? It's like, oh, right, it's located down here. It's funny in a weird way. So then we have.
Sorry, I'm also eating.
So this one's called Most Satisfying Videos on the Internet. So we're watching whatever this might be.
These are the most satisfying.
This guy, somebody needs to a thumbs up through the algorithm. This dude do so good when making videos. Men make videos so good. Anyway.
Videos on the internet.
Okay, off to an interesting start.
Let's see what
I've not seen something like that before.
Yeah.
You know, this is an interesting example to show a big misconception people have about trees. Is a lot of people think that trees have a main root that goes like down into the roots, down into the ground, like how the tree grows upward, but actually it doesn't do that. It branches outward for more stability purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that means when something big enough gets to push it over, the entire ground that it's connected to, well, it does this. Like a glove, it fit back into place.
That is amazing.
I
That's so satisfying.
I love that there's a second smaller tree next to it that just kind of just as if it were never falling over.
Wait,
Okay,
no, I didn't realize how much dirt actually went with it. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, look, there's a whole thing of water underneath of that as well. So you just see a brief splash. It's like back in it
It
goes.
took the ground with it.
Huh. There it
Oh,
goes. Oh dear.
He was so terrified of the water. Imagine being that guy in the path of this.
That's like watching dominoes fall.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I've done stuff like this before with plant stems, specifically dandelions and such. You split them down the middle 4 ways and they will always curl so perfectly. Not like this. I've never got one this perfect though, but that looks great. Oh, power wash. Okay. Power wash stuff is always immensely satisfying to see. So watch this thing go from muddy and dirty to brand freaking new. Somebody hit me with the serotonin. Is that the right thing? Serotonin? The thing that makes you happy chemical?
Yeah, that's serotonin. Well, no, is it? I thought
I get a lot of the
was
chemicals I
weight.
understand mixed up. Like I at one point got estrogen mixed up with serotonin, but I remember later that estrogen was like the primary chemical compound that's in women, whereas like in men it's testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
I think like there's a bit of both in either, but I know it's like males have naturally high testosterone, women have naturally high estrogen, and they both deal with different aspects of stuff. But then serotonin's like that thing where it's like the part of your brain that brings relaxation, whereas dopamine is excitement.
Yeah. Serotonin is the happy.
Oh, dude, that was perfect. And it just
This lumberjack
right into play. Oh, goodness.
perfectly cut down this tree.
Okay, so I'm noticing a few things here. Firstly, look at the base of the tree. He's carved out a literal block. Yes. What is... Oh.
It's going to
I
stay there.
That seems a little more
You go to the-
complicated
yep,
than it
you go to
needs
the
to
right.
be.
That is so smart.
This is what it looks like to get
That
a
is
tattoo
so
lasered
smart.
off.
Ooh. I never actually looked at the process for how a tattoo gets removed. It's basically like getting one put on, but in reverse. If I remember correctly, tattoo laser removal still leaves scarring, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If this all comes off all cleanly, I'm gonna be just like, oh yeah. Perfect. Now throw it onto the concrete and shatter it.
This construction crew found clay that is so pure and clean that for some reason I want to eat it.
Well, alright then.
Valid.
It's gotta be super soft clay if it's that. Man, that is crazy.
Wow.
I've never had that happen before. Man, that's gotta be so satisfying. Also super cold on the toes. Like, that's gotta be super cold on the toes.
A drop of water perfectly slides across this pan.
It's like one of those DVD things that you see, like where you got the little thing that bounces across the screen.
Yep.
Oh
my goodness.
I guess this is how you clean an iPhone port.
I actually do know what this is.
Seen this before.
Yeah.
For some reason, watching this makes my
Yeah, dust can build up like crazy in them things.
brain happy.
What did he say?
For some reason, watching this makes my brain happy.
Ah. I used to do stuff like this with little objects that I would find on the farm. If you found like a little thing with a hole in it and you put it underwater, it would do this.
Oh, that is so dope.
That seems very needless, but
I just found out that you can inflate a surfboard.
Huh.
This is what happens when you pour hot water on a plate full of Skittles.
I imagine there's sugar, so they're gonna melt. That makes sense. Alright, that was pretty cool.
So apparently catfish love cleaning up their tank decorations.
That is that is not a catfish.
Yeah, it is.
It
It's
is?
an Amazonian armored catfish. Yeah. It's South American armored catfish. Yep. They're sucker mouth catfish.
Huh. I'm from the south, so I didn't recognize that as a catfish.
That's fine. South America's got the weirdest fish.
Here's a really cool device that can shoot out ring bubbles underwater.
Huh.
Wow, that's hitting it with some force. Oh my goodness.
Well, of course it is. You got to think it's creating a pocket of air under pressurized water.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
When that bubble pops, it means it's collapsing, and that creates a lot of heat.
This has to be the most talented pants folder in the world.
What?
Jeez. Weird flex, but okay.
Brother needs to work in holes.
This is how you remove
Wonder how he would fare in an IKEA.
Real.
a car's wrap job.
Oh yeah. So the thing about wrap jobs instead of paint jobs is that if they get, I've seen that they can bubble up from heat if they're not done correctly. But this is also how you remove them, and it's weird. Like a beluga well. Just...
Mhm.
That's oh, that was cool.
I feel like I could watch this forever.
What am I looking at?
That's bread slicer.
Weird looking bread.
Whatever it is, it's homemade.
That looks cool. This feels like a screensaver.
You're right.
This person gave themselves a tattoo using a laser beam.
Ow.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I know what he's doing.
Ow.
He got that sleeve. He used the removal laser to paint the actual tattoo. That is weird and very painful.
This looks like it's gonna be very loud. You know that shook the entire building they were on.
Mm-hmm.
This is how quickly you can remove the tarnish off silver.
I think I know what they're about to do. Yep.
Isn't it electrolysis?
Yeah. It's a type of thing they taught when I was in high school. They showed it. So it's I don't know how it works exactly, but basically you have I forget the process about how it works, but basically you have like this system set up so that it actively just removes and drains the rust into a different thing. And the way it works is so strange to me.
Isn't it like acid or something?
It's kind of like acid, but it's like electrically charged.
All right, I know it's been a
Yeah.
But this might be a different process. This could be a different thing because I don't see any electrical things going on
while.
here.
Yeah.
Whoa, what just happened?
All right, I know it's been a while.
Oh, I know what he did. It was wet at the top. Or something was at the top.
This guy just
the
found
wall.
the
That's crazy.
That was so cool.
easiest way to deliver mail.
Yeah, you do it. What?
No.
Another one. Do the next one. Do another one. Hurry.
This man has developed
Go
an
on.
interesting skill.
What is? Go. Oh my god!
Oh, perfect
That
topography.
is so good.
I love seeing people that can write perfect topography. That's so good.
So satisfying.
Oh. I'm a graphic designer, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah.
He poured corn down an icy hill.
I have OCD.
He
That
pours
was
corn.
nice.
He pours corn down an icy hill.
Mhm. Oh my god.
It's like watching a bunch of ants scurry away.
I know all the deer are
Oh,
happy.
popsicle. Oh,
I love that.
I always forget how these processes work, but it's a way that certain things can chill where they're not frozen just yet, but if you cause a proper disruption, they'll immediately start freezing.
Yep.
If this removes all of the excess paint, I'm going to be so satisfied. Oh. Huh. I never thought to do this to clear out ice.
Huh.
I didn't think that was going to be a thing that could work. Normally you do that with a shovel.
Yeah.
I'm I'm sorry, is that a double-decker couch?
It's a fold-out couch for a bed. Yeah, that is so cool.
I'd like one.
I want it. I want it.
He saw
I
that
would like one of those, please.
the piano keys were reflecting in the ceiling.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
The ice on this lake interacts with the shoreline in a very cool way.
Oh my god.
Ah, yeah. Because all the ice gets built up and...
So why is this so satisfying to watch?
Because he's not missing anything.
Bro has got this down pat.
I didn't know candles could make waves of wax.
Wow.
He won't see it coming. However, then that puts me in a position
Oh, that's
where
cool.
Austin might feel like I betrayed him. It's gonna suck.
Cleaning videos are so satisfying when you see someone know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
This bridge is so strong that it was crumpling this train like it was a piece of paper.
I wouldn't call this one satisfying because I'm just looking at this like, jeez. That's so
That's a lot
much
of money.
damage. Oh, that was okay. At first I was like, where's the satisfying part? And then I was like, oh, that was the satisfying part.
This knife is so sharp that it can make a cut without anything holding the carrot in place.
Whoa.
Ooh.
If you're watching this video with headphones, I think you're gonna like this video.
All right,
Mhm.
let's brace ourselves, Lamb.
Okay.
Ooh, that was good. Oh, a CNC machine. I've used one of these before. They're fun.
Collecting lava has to be one of the
Wow.
best jobs in the world.
I wouldn't call it the best because it get hot.
Took one wrong step and you face first into it. Oh.
Fun fact: most of what makes up magma and lava is quartz.
I believe that. Yeah.
I think. I forget the way it works, but when I was looking into it in geology class, basically the viscosity of lava is determined by the amount of quartz that's within it. So if it's like super viscous, it's high in quartz. But if it's like super fluidic, it's low in quartz and runs like more close to water. Also, the deviation between magma and lava is surface bound, whereas magma is not. Basically, the moment that magma breaches the ground and becomes surfaced, it's now considered lava. Well, you have nothing to say on that. Okay, that's satisfying. That is crazy satisfying. I'm sorry, is this a pizza making thing?
Back by the way.
I didn't know you left. You didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's right. I had to mute real quick. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
But yes. Oh no, you didn't have to rewind it. It's beautiful.
this here is
I've seen it. I
apparently
saw
a
it.
pizza making thing, or I think it is. That's what it looks like.
It's a saucer. I love that.
All right. Oh, more topography. Hang on, this is gonna be great. Oh yeah. It's the speed at which it's done is so amazing. For me, I like this kind of thing because I'm a graphic designer, so I look at people that can do this kind of stuff with their bare hand. I'm just like, oh.
So I guess this guy is a professional bagel tosser.
I think I know what's about to happen here. This man said, I've been doing this for 20 years.
If you drop an orange on the ground enough times, it'll turn into a squishy ball.
Well, yeah, that's because all of the interior of the orange is softer than the exterior. So whenever you smash it a bunch of times, it's going to be just putty on the inside.
So apparently clipping a horse's coat is super satisfying.
Huh.
You guys have to see what I found.
What?
I love that.
Oh my
Oh, that's the actual. I thought that was edited. That's the actual sound it produces?
Yeah.
pen!
Yeah.
Oh!
This
That is.
ballet has some incredible dancers.
I've seen like people that are capable of like moving so perfectly that they look like they're just kind of gliding. Huh. Most people are after Taco Bell.
This is what I was thinking.
Whoever thought of
I
this
think that's what
idea is a
everybody was
genius.
Yeah. I've seen these kind of things before. They're really neat.
Why is berry picking so satisfying?
Oh, are these cranberries? These look like cranberries.
They kind of do, but aren't those supposed to be in like wet fields?
So I guess
Maybe.
trees can get pimples too.
That's awesome.
This snow was covered in a layer of ice.
Oh, we get this where I live all the time because when you live in the hills, because your hilltops get frozen over so often, what will happen is we'll get light snow that's powdery, and then overnight the top layer gets frozen. So you get this a lot. I'm used to seeing this. This happens all the time. Oh, that was a perfect pour.
This guy went to clean his AC unit after a huge dust storm.
Huh.
Cleaning coins with a laser creates some amazing sounds.
Whoa. It's like listening to just like dubstep womps.
Red velvet carpet. We love to see it.
Man, that makes me think of the cake.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
The sound is really satisfying.
Nothing like a good sloshing.
Is this a sucker?
No shot.
I feel like I
cake
could
pop.
watch this forever.
I don't know if I like that.
That's neat though.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you put liquid
I like
nitrogen
the
into
steam better.
gasoline.
What happens when you put liquid nitrogen into gasoline?
This is what happens when you
scared.
put liquid nitrogen into gasoline.
Huh.
Oh my gosh, it's the
Right,
DVD. It's
Right, I
DVD.
forgot, because gasoline doesn't freeze.
That is so cool.
This electronic instrument makes music when you blow on it.
Okay, that's really cool. I want one of these. I'm gonna be real, man. I want one of these. This would be such an amazing autistic stimming toy. You just blow into it, funny sounds happen, and pretty colors come up. This is like perfect autism toy right here. I'd just be sitting there just like, I am freaking stimming.
So I guess geckos are hydrophobic.
I've seen this video. Watch, it'll just...
These people found some really squishy rocks in Alaska.
The rocks aren't squishy. The surface under them is.
I would be careful. That's dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That is. It's a dry.
Oh, loaf of bread.
I like the other slicer better. This is still cool.
The sound is very interesting.
All these people leaving a concert created a trippy effect.
That's cool. Imagine this like sped up by like 3 times.
I think this guy might be trying to catch fish on the moon.
This one's
Of course he
specifically
is.
for you, Lamb.
Yep. Yes, sir. I love surf rods.
Jeez,
So
listen,
cool.
listen to the sound it makes. It's like someone rubbing glass against concrete, but in a satisfying way.
It is.
Oh, that was cool.
Oh.
Oh, I've seen this. This is super trippy. Watch this.
Wow.
We're doing 5 waves.
Oh, the spin on that bike. More power washing. Power washing is one of those things that's just universally satisfying to observe. I'm sorry, what? Oh, that's neat. Oh, tell me this will do exactly what. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at this little guy.
That's a scarlet king snake, and that is very pretty.
I like how he skips a few spots here and there.
Unless it was in Costa Rica. It was Costa Rica.
Whoa.
I
This
want
desert
that.
plant
I love when you can see stuff that has like perfect seams.
can survive several years of drought and can still be brought back to life when it is given water.
Oh my gosh, it's like a face hugger. I love it.
Neat.
Yes, I've seen this. Yes, 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 yes.
Here's a really cool technique Japanese artists use to paint dragons.
I've seen this guy before.
Oh, this looks so
Makes
cool.
Awesome work. He or she is, I'm sure.
Brother, what are you trying to...
He's pulling up a bush. Root.
Here's a really cool time lapse of a spider building a web.
Oh, this is so... I always find these so satisfying. Look at that little guy
Charlie
go.
going at it.
Look at him go.
Yes.
This right here is just bros being bros. Perfect sync. They've been doing this
So
for
apparently-
too long.
Mm-hmm.
Polishing jewelry is super satisfying.
Oh my god.
As someone who's used like polishers and whatnot on things like wood and other such things, because you can polish just about anything, the polishing phase of any kind of craft that requires a polish is so satisfying. Though to be fair, for wood, it's not so much polishing as much as it is sanding, but it's effectively the same thing. You're adding a smooth finish.
This person thought of a super clever method for laying these stones.
I've seen not this one specifically, but ones that do this. Watch this, just...
I feel like I'm being hypnotized.
a mechanical crochet. More power washing. A lot of power washing ones in here, but that makes sense given how satisfying, you know, power washing is.
I wonder how long he's been doing this job.
Sun Jin Woo, right before he gets married.
Bro, chill.
Getting his shadows ready.
Oh, tell me it's gonna fit perfectly.
Yep, there it is.
Love it.
I'm not sure why,
And that
but
will
this really
last about
tickles my
2,000
brain.
years.
What am I looking at?
That ice?
That is
Oh,
the end of this
or is it-
video. I hope you
Those are
enjoyed.
stones.
And I'll see you guys again very, very soon.
Neat.
Beautiful. It's a fish. It's a whale. It's a whale. I just noticed that.
I'm not surprised at all that that is where your brain concluded.
Yeah.
All right, let me get some stuff set up.
Oh.
I feel like doing a little bit of line art on something. Guess I can get everything up and ready. Okay. Alright, I don't have it up yet. Here we go. I just need to grab this. Tablet does not die. Okay. Now I can share my screen. There we go. Have you anything to share, Lamb?
No, I don't think so.
Then I shall engage us with a conversation starter. I've asked, I think, Blossom this before, so I'll ask this of you as well. What about give me one thing about my art pieces, my artworks that you like, and one thing that you do not like.
Interesting.
You can do whichever one first.
There's I don't know how to describe it, but it is the specific style, the specific look that you have for your art. Like, you know, I guess it'd be your signature look. I really enjoyed that.
You like the artistic style that I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess one thing I would dislike. That's a hard one because I'm very, like, how to say this, simple when it comes to art. If it looks awesome, which yours does, then I'd be like, oh, it's awesome. But I never really think about it. So I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I got it. And I know this is how you were taught, so I'm not, ragging on you for it. But there's a lot of curves in a lot of your art.
I do tend to work with curvature a lot. One of the things that I do with my style in specific is I am one that likes to push exaggeration. I'm a very big fan of exaggeration within artistic expression if it's used to enunciate a point. It's one of the reasons why I have a specific design philosophy for exaggeration. That leans itself to certain aesthetics. I understand that if I remember correctly, I try to put curvature in whenever I think it's meant to help with certain things. Now, this is not me trying to like justify a reason. It's more just a case of me saying there is a thought process behind it. It's not unintentional.
Yeah.
Also, it's not how I was taught. It's how I learned.
Yes. But yeah, those are my two things. And you got to understand that even that negative it has
Brief.
nothing to do with your art itself. Yeah. because it still looks good and it helps it look good in the end as well.
Blossom had a very similar thing going with her critique. When I asked her for it, I asked what was one thing that you liked and one thing you don't like, and she liked, I forget what it was that she said she liked. I think she mentioned that she just liked how, I can't remember, but I do remember her mentioning that the thing that she didn't like was how she has a preference for a more anime-esque style, and that the way I draw faces doesn't kind of lean to that. And I go, that's actually specific and on purpose. It's the nose, and I know it doesn't seem like a very big context, but it really is just how the nose is drawn that often does that. I'm usually more detailed with my noses, which is more Western style in terms of illustrative works. I'm usually very specific with how I draw noses, but I actually do know how to draw the more simplified style. You wouldn't think it, but as just an example, the way I normally draw a nose is something like this. Because I like the type of shape that it brings out. But if you go for a anime-esque style, it's more like
More triangular.
that. Or that. It usually just tries to capture the shadow of the nose as opposed to the actual contours.
Like my profile picture there.
Yeah. They usually attempt to capture the shadow of it, and usually the nostrils tend to be the big case for it, is because the nostrils tend to be more lean to shadow, but that also depends on the style of the show at hand as well. Like a good example of it is like in Pokemon, their noses are very simple, super duper simple.
Question for you now. What's your favorite type of gun?
I don't have one. Well, no, hang on. The reason I said that was because I immediately thought of handguns and I couldn't picture a handgun that I like. However, you specifically did say gun, so broad term.
Yep.
I'd have to say the one that I enjoyed, like when I was when my brother-in-law had brought over some of his some of his older rifles to just shoot bottles with. Because we live out in the middle of nowhere. We live on 19 acres of land, so it's you got a lot of room to go shooting. I think he brought over some form of a Nagant, Woodstock bolt action rifle. I think it was a Mosin. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go on a leg here and assume that it's a Mosin Nagant, but it probably could have just been some other type of Nagant rifle or something of the such. I'm not the best with the terminology or the names. All I remember is it was a bolt action rifle that if you wanted to eject the shell, you had to slap the thing you would pull over and pull back to get the round to come out, and it had a super satisfying sound when you eject it. It was like a ting.
That sounds like an M1 Garand.
Could have been a Garand. I'm not sure, but it didn't ring out like how a Garand usually sounds, because you would hit it and it was wood made mostly, so like it had a lot of wood aesthetic to various parts to it. But the if I remember correctly, the bullets in the shell themselves were about the length of my pinky. But they were decently sized bullets. But my brother actually made those bullets. He knows how to make bullets.
That's awesome. Well, I know where I'm going. I know
One of
who
the
I
things
wanna
that's
be
interesting
friends
is
with.
he keeps the shells and reuses them.
Yeah. I know who I want to be friends with during World War III now.
But yeah, I'd say that one's probably my
But-
personal favorite, just because I found it very satisfying to shoot, because I liked how clean it was between my ability to aim it. The sights were very nice, and I liked that it slapped me back, as weird as that sounds. I loved the kickback. I liked that I could feel the weight and pressure of the gun.
Yeah.
There was something very satisfying about that. And it wasn't that it was difficult to handle either. It was very easy to pick up and handle.
I'd have to say, and of the guns I own currently, I'd have to say, and I know you gotta understand, I love my 1911 stainless steel 45. I love it, but I'd have to say I actually love my 410 pump shotgun with the wood stock more. I love it. It's just fun gun.
I'm always of the opinion that if you're looking for home defense weapons that don't require any kind of practice, it's an immediate, like, hey, you want to have something that's going to keep that anyone in the household can pick up and use, and it not require any kind of aiming, get a shotgun.
Yep.
Like, shotguns are, you get a shotgun and then you get it's basically, it's gonna blow a hole in anything.
Yep.
I remember my sister, she's if I remember correctly, she's a fan of shotguns for that specific reason, because they're very, very easy to use. Shotguns are just way more easier to use than, like, say, a rifle or a handgun. I do think a handgun is more like personal use. Like, I think a handgun is good for, like, personal defense. So if you have, like, carry on for personal safety, a handgun, even like something as simple, if I'm getting the name right, something as simple as a Glock is enough to kind of get you by. But a shotgun, I think, is good for home defense. It's one of the reasons why I think, like, you'll see in, like, different films a lot of the time, but this is like a thing that's also the case, is usually personal shops, like small mom and pop shops, they have like a defense weapon on hand in case something comes out, and it's usually a shotgun. And the reason for that is because, well, for one, everyone knows what a shotgun is. They know if you get shot by that thing, it's gonna be a bad time.
You just don't know if it's going to be buckshot or if it's going to be a slug. If it's a slug,
Does it matter which one? You get shot cleanly with it, you're dead either way.
I guess so. It's like, you could get lucky and the guy be like 80 years old.
Am I gonna get shot 38? Am I gonna get shot 48 times with a single bullet, or am I going to have my stomach eviscerated from the inside?
Yeah.
So here's the description one can make for buckshot versus scatter shots. Or pellet shots, whichever it's referred to as. What's the term?
Yeah. There's birdshot.
It's like, here's the description one can have for simplistic descriptions for a buckshot and a birdshot. Buckshot, bang. Oh, it seems that all of my internal organs have become outternal organs. Birdshot. Oh, I have so many new friends occupying my heart, lungs, liver, pancreas, gallbladder, small intestine, large intestine, stomach, spine, and has broken many of my other ribs. And now I have all of those tiny little metal spheres inside of my torso as new occupants.
It'll be only by God's grace if you survive.
brother, you better brother, I feel like if it's a God's grace, you don't survive, because if you do survive,
Yeah.
you are never getting all of those out.
No.
Those things will be, there will always be at least half of them still inside of you.
Yes.
I would have to say at least a buckshot has the decency to blow out all of your organs and then immediately kill you from the shock. Whereas the birdshot says, bang, oh, immense pain, bleeding out within the next 3 seconds.
Man,
A buckshot at least has the decency to knock me out first.
That's. Oh, are you talking? Okay, so there's buckshot, slug, and buckshot and birdshot are both pellets. They're both pellet
I
types,
thought
just
buckshot
larger
was
pellets.
Oh right, I got buckshot and slug mixed up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not the best with the
You're good.
terminology.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's still funny though.
But yeah, at least a slug has the decency to eviscerate my inside and leave me with a gigantic hole and sudden shock that knocks me out immediately, and then I die shortly after, as opposed to, you know, the birdshot that says, you're gonna feel this.
So it's funny you say that, because at point blank, a buckshot would actually make a big hole too, a singular hole, because the way it works is that the pellets spread the farther it goes.
Anything at point blank is gonna leave you with a hole in your stomach. It doesn't matter what is coming out of it, whether it's a handgun, whether it's a rifle, whether it's a shotgun. It doesn't matter. If the barrel of the gun is 2 inches to a foot away from you in any capacity, that is going to be a hole. But usually,
I think I've told you.
Usually, it's not going to be point blank shots. Usually, it's going to be, hey, this person is about, give or take, 2 yards away from me. Bang, bang.
Yes. I think I told you about, me shooting my that Barrett 50 cal. It was awesome.
I know Barrett 50s are. There's something else, because if you don't have the headgear when you fire that thing, you are deaf for the next 24 hours.
Yep. I still have the shell right here.
I remember you showed me a picture of that. The shell is massive. It's like the size of a small soda can.
It is longer than my pointer finger.
Like the size, you're shooting a quill pen. Effectively, is what you're firing.
Yes.
You're shooting an ink quill pen.
Mm-hmm.
That is effectively what you fire with a Barrett 50.
The funnier, more horrifying part was I forgot to put my ear protection back on when I shot it, because I took it off right before I was going to shoot it. So I have very bad tinnitus, because growing up, when we go out and shooting, we wouldn't use ear protection. We just shoot. So I have very bad tinnitus, and that day really sealed the deal.
When me and my sister and her husband came and went to fire off some of the rifles that he had. One of the things that's really funny about that is they came with a box of earplugs, and it was the disposable kind. So it was the ones that are an inch long and made of foam that you have to literally stuff into your ear canal.
Yeah.
So what you have to do to get them to be in there and stay in there is you have to twist them into a form. So you have to take your left hand and your right hand and pinch either side, and then twist it up like you would roll up a wad of tissue paper.
Mm-hmm.
And then before it unwinds, you have to just twist it, hold it tightly, and then stuff it into your ear and let it unwind in your ear. and I could not hear a dang thing. And thank goodness, because we went shooting, and everything else heard.
Oh, we're good. I love guns. I am such a red.
I used to not care for them. I used to not like them. But I grew to have a higher appreciation for the design of guns. Like, the mechanical function that takes place when firearms are in working. Because it's very similar to the pistons inside of a car.
You know what I want to see, Astral? I want to see an anime where the creator lived in America for a few years, got to go to like gun ranges and stuff, and just makes a slice of life full of rednecks. It'd be so awesome. I would love to see that.
I still think it's funny that people consider the term redneck derogatory.
Yeah, I really don't get that. Like
most people who are redneck don't get it. It's so funny. They're telling people that ain't redneck. It goes, redneck is a derogatory term. Meanwhile, every redneck goes, no, that's what we is.
Yeah. I mean, we either go by country boy, redneck, or hillbilly. We don't mind either three.
Or hilljack.
That too. As Bocephus once said, a country boy can survive. I did, Astral. When that catfish popped up on the screen earlier, you were looking at it and didn't know what it was. Like,
well, I thought it was just like an algae fish. But then again, that's probably not an actual term for a fish. For me, when we were kids, and we had them little fish that would eat the algae off of the tank, me and my sister, we'd always call them algae fish because they ate the algae. That's probably not what they were actually called, but that's what we called them.
There are algae fish that you're describing that aren't catfish as well. There's different types of sucker fish. That specifically was just a sucker catfish from South America.
We had a small like shrimp as well once when we used to have fish. It was like a little red shrimp, and it would go on each of the fish and clean them.
That is so symbiotic relationships are awesome.
My dad used to have
Especially
a Oscar fish when he was younger. And one thing is that he raised that fish since it was like a really like guppy, and the fish liked him so much that my dad could put his hand in the tank and pet the fish, and it would swim up to his hand and snuggle under the palm of his hand. An Oscar fish.
Awesome. Yeah, that is awesome.
Now here's the crazier part is this one guy was talking about, and my dad did not like that this happened, but it happened, is one of his buddies was talking about how they got a pet piranha and how it's like super tough and all that. I don't know what kind of piranha he got. I think it was one of the red belly ones. I'm not sure. But
yeah,
he was
they're the
talking about
smaller
how
ones. Yeah.
he was talking about how he would feed the piranha other fish, like smaller fish. And then he was talking about how, listen, you don't want to put, it's like, I can't remember how the whole thing went out, but he was basically talking about how it would eat any other fish in the tank. And then my dad said, well, don't put it in the tank where mine is, because mine will probably kill it. And he goes, bro, that's a piranha. It's gonna kill it. And I go, you don't, me who knows more about piranhas due to just variations is like, no, that's an Oscar fish. I don't think you quite understand. And then the guy being boastful said, you don't mind losing your fish? He goes, I don't mind it because it ain't gonna happen. He goes, do you mind losing your piranha? I ain't gonna lose my piranha. I don't think 5 minutes went by before that Oscar fish was eating that piranha.
Yeah.
People don't understand. Piranhas are way more docile than like what they think.
Yes. Jeremy Wade swimming with them after starving them.
Like
That
they
oughta-
actively
that oughta-
do not. Piranhas are one of those interesting fish that actively do not want the smoke.
Nope. That's what. So a lot of people don't realize this.
Meanwhile,
they actually
Oscars
go after injured
do want that smoke.
Yes, absolutely. Piranha actually wait and listen and feel for like thrashing and blood in the water. They want to actually pick off. Basically, they're cleaners of South America. They'll clean up what's left.
Yeah,
They're more
they're more
scavengers.
they're more interested in dead meat than they are live meat.
Mhm. I know that if you do see a active feeding school of piranha on something living, it's because the animal is in distress.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
They usually try to pull out. They try to go for the scent of ammonia, so urine can get it going.
Yep. That is true for smaller catfish as well. One of the more dangerous catfish in
If I remember
South
correctly,
America is
you
ahead.
being the fish expert on this, you'll probably understand this a little bit more cleaner than I do. But if I remember correctly, people have this misconception that blood sends piranhas into like a feeding frenzy, but that's not actually the case. It's ammonia. So
No.
pouring blood into the water isn't going to make them go crazy, but pissing into the water will.
I'm not entirely sure about that. I know both of them because they're very scent oriented. Now, when piranhas, they can smell blood like a shark, of course, but when they smell blood, they go in to investigate rather than just go crazy over it.
Yeah, they don't.
Once
go
they
nuts.
realize there's something there to eat, then they'll tear into it.
Sharks are like bloodhounds when it comes to like their ability to smell.
Mhm.
I believe the
They can-
specific
what is
one
it?
attributed to being like the water bloodhound is like the is that a great white that has the
No,
the
bull
scent
shark,
like that?
I believe.
Bull shark? Yeah.
Bull sharks actually, believe it or not, have more. Out of all the sharks, they have more attacks on human beings than any other shark, percentage-wise. But
If
the
I
thing
remember
is,
correctly,
most-
lemon sharks, the really small ones, or maybe I am thinking of bull shark. I can't remember. There's a certain breed of sharks where
they're in the same family.
there was a bunch of swimmers, people, I forget what the term is. There were scientists that study aquatic life. What's it called?
Oh, marine
A
biologists.
marine biologists. There were a bunch of marine biologists that were handling, I think it was either lemon sharks or bull sharks. I don't remember which. But they are actually they're basically like dogs. They were
Yes.
they're so impressionable, or more accurately, they'll imprint on people that they like. And there was like an instance where one of the sharks was getting jealous of another shark because it was getting more attention from the marine biologist that the diver that it liked more. So it got jealous and would actively like shoo off the other shark because it wanted the attention.
Yep. I love that. Bull sharks, they are more aggressive than other sharks, and they've attacked more people. But you gotta understand that sharks rarely attack people. But when a bull shark does, it's not actively searching out somebody to, bite. What they hear the splashing and thrashing in the water, and they get curious. In a way that a bull shark attacks something is a lot of times they'll ram it and see like what if they can nibble it or anything like that, because that's where they get the name bull shark from, is they'll ram their prey. So this thing will probably come up and try to take a nip out of you, and that's where most attacks come from, is where they just get bit out of curiosity. Like there was a account
Dolphins
in
are
Pensacola
more
where I
dangerous.
was.
Dolphins are more dangerous
Oh,
to human
yes.
life than
They're-
sharks
they're-
are. Dolphins are
don't,
actively
like-
malicious.
Yes, you better be glad dolphins do not want to harm human beings. Like most of the time, they don't want to hurt people, like at all.
Yeah,
You
they
better
usually
be
just
glad,
don't want to bother
because-
with us because the noise we make is like, it's usually due to the noises that we make. It disrupts them. They don't like it. But if a dolphin decides to put you on its crap list, you best stay out of the water.
Oh gosh, yes, because like other like aquatic mammals, like other types of whales and stuff, they've been known to do non-consensual devil's tango with them. It's
Dolphins are
horrifying.
definitely on that aspect. There are certain whales that aren't like that though.
Mhm.
So things like orcas, like dolphins and killer whales, they can be
And porpoises.
they can be promiscuous. They can be a little, whereas more common to what you would think of when you hear the term whale, like a humpback whale or a sperm whale, they're way more passive. Also, they explode when they die.
That's if they're in the sun, which most of the time they are. They
Yeah.
swell up.
Yeah, because of the I forget. I think they literally
Gases.
release hydrogen
The
when they die.
It's methane. I think it's
Methane, that's what it
methane that
was.
builds up.
Methane. Yeah, methane builds up in their corpse and then it explodes into what can best be described as a torrent of gore.
Yeah. It's basically like holding the largest fart in the world and then it just bursts through you. It's horrifying. But also awesome at the same time when you think about it. Yup. But yeah. Have you ever heard of a 6-pound piranha?
Nope.
There is a species called black piranha, and they're the largest species of piranha in South America. Well, I believe that's like the only place you'll find piranha. But well,
I thought
technically
there were
not.
piranhas
actually.
in America somewhere.
I think there are, but that was because they were invasive.
Yeah, it makes sense. Did you know
Now,
honeybees are an invasive species?
Yes, actually, I did know that. I heard that.
Most people don't know
I
that.
think it was.
The common honeybee is actually an invasive species brought over by England.
Yep. There's actually two types of invasive types. There's the full-on invasive species, and then there are naturalized species, meaning that there are species that people bring over here and they become part of the ecosystem. For example,
Though to be
the
fair,
common
describing the honeybee as being part of the ecosystem is a little exaggerated.
Yeah. We farm them, yes, but like
They're very
I guess-
hostile to the other to wherever they
Yeah.
are sort of localized. They're pretty aggressive to any other things like butterflies, the bumblebee, or even just the common like regular like insects and whatnot that are pollinators. They're super territorial. Honeybees are.
oh,
They
and then
actively
there's the
shoo
African
away.
honeybees.
Oh boy,
Oh my gosh, have you heard of them?
the ones the size of a freaking knuckle.
I believe so, yeah. I believe they have more of a potent venom in their finger too.
I
And-
think the one I'm thinking of is the Brazilian killer honeybee.
Or no, I think you're
it's the
thinking
killer
of
bee.
the
That's what it
Japanese
is.
giant.
No. This
Japanese
one I
giant
remember,
hornet.
I think, was somewhere in Brazil. It's a type of honey. It's a type of bee. It's not called a honeybee. It's called a killer bee, but it does produce honey, and it produces a much sweeter honey than a regular honeybee does. The problem is they can sting multiple times, and they do
Oh,
have
yes.
venom.
Yes.
And the venom
heard of that
is the venom is not a poisonous type that's meant to kill you. It's just meant to my knowledge, it's meant to put you in a lot of pain to stun you, so that the rest of the hive can get to you and sting you to death. Literally death by pain and 1,000 stings.
Yeah. That's horrifying.
Bees are terrifying.
Mhm.
When you actually look into like the nature of a lot of them, they're terrifying. Except for bumblebees. Bumblebees are just chill.
Mhm.
They just want to float around, be adorable, and pollinate things. That's really
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Bumblebees don't want smoke. They're like the most passive bee ever. And carpenter bees. Carpenter bees are super chill. They big and they scary, but they super chill. And they also get rid of wasps.
Mhm.
We have
I find
like
it interesting.
we have like in my place we have probably close to 5 or 8, I don't know, different carpenter bees that just sort of peruse around on our porch, and neither me or my pops ever bother them because they will actively seek out anytime there's a wasp, and they will gang up on that wasp and tear it to pieces, either a hornet or a wasp. And me and my dad are like, listen, these guys, you creepy, you sound really bad, but you leave us alone and you get rid of the worst ones. I remember seeing, do you know what a sand hornet is?
No, I do not. Sorry, I was plugging up my phone.
So look at the length of your thumb.
Okay.
From the tip of your thumb to the second knuckle, the one that's at the closest to your palm,
Yeah.
that's how big that bee is.
You mean the wasp?
That wasp.
Yeah.
Well, it's a hornet, not a wasp.
Yeah.
So they are bloody massive, and according to my dad, the sting on them is so painful that he would rather be shot with a gun.
Oh yeah. That sounds.
And the sand hornets are, to put it mildly, assholes. Because they don't care what you are, what you're doing, if you were staying out of their way or getting in their way. It doesn't matter. It's on sight with these things. They see you, they will sting you. They will actively seek you out to just be terrible creatures.
Did you know? Speaking of
And carpenter bees are one of the few critters that will gang up and beat the crap out of sand hornets.
yes, I love carpenter bees. Did you know that?
They eat the
That
crap out of
carpenter
they
bees-
eat the crap out of the wood on your porch, but man, are they good at keeping away other bad insects.
They also a male, I believe it is a male, carpenter bee does not actually have a stinger.
No, they don't.
Have these.
They just have really strong jaws that can eat through 2x4s.
Yes. I catch them all the time. I'll.
It's the
grab 'em
reason
out of
why
the
it's
air.
the reason why they can kill sand hornets, because the sand hornet tries to sting them, but a carpenter bee just flies face first into it and bites its freaking head off.
Yes. That is amazing. I love carpenter bees so much.
They big though. They get pretty big.
They big and floofy.
A little on the fluffy side. Not nearly as fluffy as a bumblebee.
Of course. But that is a size to fluff ratio for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder what the KD ratio on a carpenter bee is. Do you know what a KD ratio is?
Nope.
A kill death ratio. So how many kills do they have compared to their deaths?
Hard to say.
Oh, You know what a mockingbird is, right?
Yes.
Those things are so freaking territorial and aggressive. It's stupid.
It's funny to
I-
watch
I-
mockingbirds. It's funny to watch mockingbirds try to get to. If you have mockingbirds in the same area as woodpeckers, it's hilarious because
Dude,
both of them are crazy territorial.
yes. Dude, I've seen a single mockingbird.
Woodpeckers can get crazy. Like you will not understand. You don't understand the determination to tear trees down. You think human beings are crazy for like being able to. We at least made the tools to like get the job done efficiently, but woodpeckers just say, "Nah, I'm purely in it for the love of the game, and the love of the game is killing trees." There's a woodpecker.
Yes,
There's a
yes.
video. I remember seeing this video of a woodpecker that carved out like 3 feet of wood out of a tree. And I'm like, what are you doing, little guy? You just see him
Yes.
aggressively. Don't. He is just tearing chunks out of this little tree. And I'm just like, what did this tree do to you, little buddy? He goes, it existed.
Mhm. I've seen mockingbirds chase off hawks, like actual hawks. It is so insane. Like this hawk came around there, the mockingbird slams into it, and the hawk is actively flying away from the mockingbird. It was so insane to see. Like they're like the size of a freaking, I don't know, like a little bit bigger than a baseball. The
One of my
hawk is
favorite-
like almost as big as a cat. Like
One of my favorite animals is is any breed of badger, but specifically the honey badger. Because holy crap. You want to talk about a critter that has zero sense of like preservation sense. You're talking the badger. A honey badger
oh yeah.
does not care what you are. If you decide you want the smoke, it's gonna give you the smoke.
Yep.
One of my favorite things is there was this picture, this meme picture I saw, and it was of a honey badger so it was of a lion crossing paths with a porcupine, and it goes, when the prey is heavily armored or spined, the predator thinks twice about its options, but not the honey badger. The honey badger doesn't give a crap. And then you just see a honey badger covered in porcupine spines walking off like, yeah, whatever.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Honey badger do not give a crap.
Nope. Not even a bit. Well, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
All right.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you. A species of piranha. Well, yeah, they're really related to piranha. They're not necessarily piranha itself, but they're like close cousins. It's called a pacu, and they
I've
have
heard of
teeth
that.
like they have molars. Like instead of like sharp canines, they have or incisors or whatever. They have molars, and they crush fruit and nuts with it. They're primarily vegetarian in South America, but somebody had illegally released them in Papua New Guinea. They ate all the vegetation around there in the water, so they started eating meat. They ate small fish, and then they started eating small crocodiles, and then they started going after people going into the water. And the natives started calling it, well, you'll kind of figure out what happened to the person as soon as I tell you the name. They started calling the fish the ball cutter.
Ah,
Yeah.
I remember this one.
It is so horrifying to think about, but it's such an interesting story.
What's that one fish? I forget the name of it, but it's a fish that will literally take chunks. The cookie cutter fish. And its primary target
Cookie cutter shark.
is the cookie cutter shark. And its primary target is other sharks.
Yep. Other sharks, fish, squid, whatever it can get its mouth on. Even whales. You'll see whales with it.
Yeah, you'll see
For the longest time, people thought it
fish
was
with-
like squid.
Yeah, you'll just see fish with like various fish of all sorts with just literal chunks out of them. With the one exception being the mola mola, because it tastes so damn awful.
Yep.
Like the one fish that no fish wants to eat is the mola mola. Usually the reason why mola molas end up having like chunks missing out of them is because a seal decided to play frisbee with one part of it. But the mola mola is so brain dead as a creature that it doesn't understand, it doesn't perceive the fact that it is in pain.
Almost like a jellyfish, not having a nervous system.
Well, technically,
But
a
it's
jellyfish
just
has a
stupid.
nervous system. It's just very weird. It's like
Yeah.
its body is the nervous system. It's super weird. Their body is effectively a brain.
Mm-hmm. They're just semi-consciousness. That's all they are.
They are fascinating, though, as creatures.
I agree. And Jeremy Wade going in there grabbing the most toxic jellyfish on the planet by the head.
Because, yeah,
Jeremy, go ahead.
that was it. That just because, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh yeah.
For people who don't know, Jeremy Wade is this man's like hero.
He's the Sun Jin Woo of fish, basically. He's got more aura than anybody I know in real life.
The thing that you told me that sticks in my brain, the way that you described Jeremy Wade, is the fish weren't wet till Jeremy Wade got there.
Yes.
Just like, that's awful, but I love it.
So, I think I've shown you this, but I have a picture for, obviously evidence. But he did a live stream when I was younger, like really younger, like early teens. and he was doing Q&A, right? But he knew some people wouldn't be able to make it, so he also did what you call it? He also did cards. He took requests prior to the stream. I was in there, right? Out of like just this massive deck of cards, he got like 10 of those cards, and I was one of them. And he
Nice.
read off my card. It was so awesome.
For general context for some people, Lamb is a absolute fish fanatic. So
Fishing.
if you have any kind of questions concerning fishing or fish related topics, there's a good chance he'll know a lot about it.
Yes. So the ADHD hyper focus, it comes the hyper focus goes to two things: Jesus and fishing.
One is based, one is weird.
Yes. One is supernatural and one is just abnormal. The funny thing is, in school, I sucked at geography, but because Jeremy Wade went all around the world fishing, I learned more about geography from him than I ever did in school.
Man, that's
It's so
that's a
funny.
mood. Hey, R, thanks for the bits.
X0R_404X cheered. X10. Chat Lincoln Park is peak.
I don't remember what songs Linkin Park did. If my memory serves me right, it's the one that's like a lot of hard rock. Yes, okay. I know I've listened to some, but I don't remember a lot of it name wise. Nice. That's the spot. I think they do a bit of different types of rock. I forgot what subgenre. I don't know. And apparently neither do you. Stuffy in here. I'm gonna go grab a soda, and then I'm also gonna go and turn my air conditioner on. Entertain people. Talk about fish facts.
Let's see. There are 3 main large catfish in the USA. There is the blue catfish, the channel catfish, and the flathead catfish. The world record for a channel cat, I believe, is about 58 pounds, I think it was. But the blue cat and the flathead catfish actually get over 100 pounds. I believe the Alabama state record, which is my home state, is around 120 something pounds. That is a massive fish. The largemouth bass is actually, of course, the largest species of black bass in the United States. Yes, it is a part of the black bass family in freshwater. And the largest, the world record for the largemouth bass is actually 22.5 pounds, I believe. It's a little over 22 pounds. Although somebody actually caught a 25-pound largemouth bass, but it didn't count because the person accidentally snagged the fish on the outside of the mouth. For a fish catch to count as a legal catch, the fish has to have the bait or the hook in its mouth. Otherwise, it just looks like you snagged it. So, because it was on the outside of the mouth, they could not count it as the legal News World Record. And the way that they recognized that this was the specific fish, because they called it twice, but the reason they knew it was a specific fish, under its chin, it had a black dot. It was basically a birthmark. So they nicknamed the bass Dottie. So everybody, after they released the fish, everybody went back out there later on to try to catch it again. And only one person was able to catch Dottie again. And I believe it was the same guy who caught her the first time, which makes sense because he probably knows where her spawning ground and stuff is. But I thought that was really cool. It is the largest largemouth bass.
I love how you
Ever
described
seen.
spawning ground like it was a like it was a character in a video, like a monster in a video game. I know that's not what it actually is. I just think that was the first thing that popped into my head when you said he knows where her spawning ground is, and I'm just like I just had a chuckle to myself, just being like, it's just like, man is spawn camping.
That's basically what it is. That's why it's kind of frowned upon in because it's such an easy target to the
My
fish
guy,
beds
when,
like that.
my guy, when is spawn camping not frowned upon in any subtext?
That's a fair point. That is a valid point. But yes.
The fish are out there trying to get laid. Come on, let them have fun.
No.
Unless you're a bear, in which case, hey, free meal.
True. I know way too much stupid facts about fish. It's crazy. Like,
I'm aware. I'm friends with you.
like you don't understand the extent how deep the well goes, though.
My guy,
You don't
I figured out how insane you are when it comes to fishing by the fact that when I showed you what fishing rod I had, you knew the exact make, model, and year that fishing rod was released. You could name
The beautiful
every
Zepco
part that
33.
made up the rod.
Yeah,
X0R underscore 404 X cheered. X10. Ask fish friend if my fish facts are correct.
Are your fish, so Error wants to know if his fish facts are correct.
Let me see. I gotta reset. Let me see. Did you know fish can swim? Yes, and that is actually true.
Did you know there are fish that
Blue
can't
catfish
swim?
can swim. Yeah, after I cut the fins off and put them on a hook, yeah.
No, there are actually fish. There's actually some fish that cannot swim.
That's interesting. Because I know there are fish like the coelacanth that will go on the bottom and will actually use its fins to walk more times than not.
So you know those fish
Scotty?
that are on the underbellies of sharks and whales a lot of the time?
Yes. You're talking about
they can't
remora.
swim.
Yeah, that's true. I've actually caught remora before.
Yeah, they lack the organ necessary to help them stay buoyant properly.
Mhm.
That's why they need to cling to other fish.
Oh yeah. But yes, Error, your fish facts were absolutely correct. Good job.
Deep sea fish are weird.
They really are. I guess that's what happens when you don't have much light down there. A lot of them are blind, and a lot of them are bioluminescent.
I still think one of my favorite
descriptions.
descriptions of Australia by an Australian was, he goes, Australia is basically God's draft folder.
Yeah, yeah. That's why he always
And when
makes
you
the
think
right
about-
choices.
and then when you
because
think of-
Australia.
And then when you think about all of the stuff that's in Australia, you're like, that's... I can't say it's accurate, but I can't say it's inaccurate either.
True.
Because when you look at the
I just think-
platypus, it's like, when you look at the platypus, it's like, what was going on when this thing got made?
Oh yeah. I don't think Australia was a rough draft. I think it just shows how much humor God really has.
To be fair, you can't look at the platypus or you cannot look at the platypus or the freaking what's that one little critter called? I forget its name. It's the dang it, I can't even remember the critter anymore. But you cannot look at the platypus and tell me that somebody wasn't having a laugh.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For some,
I
it's like,
love it.
so it has so it's a mammal, but it doesn't have nipples, and it lactate. The way it lactates is through sweat glands on its back or something, and it also is poisonous for some reason, or venomous for some reason.
Yes. Oh, and it
And
glows
also it
up.
lays eggs despite being a mammal for some reason.
And just like Dan Hartman on Phineas and Ferb predicted, they glow teal in the dark.
I think that's the funniest part, is that they are partially luminescent.
Yes. And I love Dan Povenmire because he was like, "Are we living in the Matrix? Like,
Did we call that?
right?"
Do we? It's like, did we call that?
X0R_404X cheered. X10. Is it the poisonous venomous nippleless teal glowing fish?
My favorite animal.
It's not a fish, though. That's the thing. It's a mammal.
Yeah. My favorite mammal though is actually something called a tapir. Some of them are they're endangered to almost to extinction, but it's my favorite animal. It is so funny. It is a pig-looking fish. Oh my gosh! It is a pig-looking animal with a small trunk, like an elephant, but it's really small, and it looks like a pig. But it's more related to horses and rhinoceroses than anything else. It is such a funny animal, and I love it.
There are some animals out there that are just like so weird and bizarre, but they're so fascinating.
Mm.
What is a mammal? I'm not getting into that.
It is the milk-producing animal. I think are mammals aren't the only ones that are.
Mammals are the only one that produce milk for their offspring.
Okay, I figured as much, but I didn't know if I was going crazy or not. Because that mammal refers to the mammary glands.
Yeah. It's why birds are not considered mammals. They're considered their own group.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I don't know what's a mammal, non-mammals.
Crocodiles are reptiles are non-mammals. Birds are non-mammals.
Anything that doesn't produce
Fish.
milk for its young is a non-mammal.
Mhm. Humans are even classified as mammals as well.
Yeah, because we produce milk for our offspring.
Yep. And actually, we have 3 inner ear bones. That's also what dictates a mammal. 3 inner ear bones.
Hey, creepy. Thanks for the lurk. I have a question for you, Lamb. Lamb? He stepped away.
Hello? Astral?
Hi. Yeah,
There we go. I fixed it. Sorry, I had to fix some settings.
Okay.
Yep, I'm back though. What were you asking?
I don't remember now.
Okay.
I know I
Fair
had a
enough.
question, but I don't remember what it is now.
Maybe you'll remember.
I am in a weirdly good flow state. Hang on. Discord crashed. I remember now. Are you present, Lamb?
I am.
So, there's this old song that my grandpa and grandma had on like a CD, and my grandma basically made like my grandma got one of her daughters to make like one of my aunts to make like a CD of various music for us kids. And
Yeah.
one of the songs, I liked this song so much as a kid, and it's so goofy. It's just a goofy little song. You probably haven't heard of it, but if you have, I'm gonna be surprised. The song is called Sneaky Snake.
Okay.
Look
No, I
it
don't
up
think so.
online.
Okay.
I want you to listen to it, and then I want you, my question to you is, originally my question was going to be, have you heard of this song? I can already tell based on your reaction you haven't. Give it a listen. You might like it. An old country song.
Okay. That was a lovely song.
It's like a classic country song. Just very old fashioned, but very wholesome.
Oh, lovely. Fishing in the Dark just came on. Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees.
I don't remember if you have the game Deep Rock Galactic.
No, I don't.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would like it or not, because I'm not sure if it's it. So do you know Left 4 Dead?
Yes, I love Left 4 Dead. I used to play it when I was younger.
It's the same format as Live 4 Dead.
Ah.
It has 4 classes, and each one is sort of supportive of each one. You have different levels of like difficulty, but instead of zombies, you're fighting bugs. But they come in monstrous amounts of hordes, and each of them have like little quirks and whatnot. You've got a limited amount of ammo you can get. You have to collect minerals and whatnot to get resupplies for ammo. You have to manage your time, your resources, and everything, because you can run out of resources and time. You can run out of resources if you take too long. And if the difficulty can get crazy enough to where certain aspects go, but it's decently fun. There's a lot of fun to it, and the community that's part of Deep Rock is genuinely pretty good. Like, they tend to not be very toxic. One of the things that's interesting is that they actively only punish like toxic people. So if somebody is not pulling their weight or doing things correctly, they don't get as like major of a cut, and the other people don't get punished for it. One thing that's crazy though is that you can, when it's time for you to leave, you can leave a person behind, and it does not benefit you in any way to like go and retrieve them, but like the entire community agrees on the thought process of we don't leave anybody behind.
That's actually really cool.
Like, the community is one of the rare communities that's actually pretty good. Probably because it's not a free game. Like, the game itself is like, you do have to purchase it, but it's a one-time purchase deal, and every update that comes after is free. But I think the community for Deep Rock is actually pretty solid. They are pretty non-toxic as far as things go. Matchmaking is also very, very nice as well, because it's not random. You can see who's looking for teammates or whatnot.
Yep.
Genuinely, it's pretty good. I think it's a solid game. You would probably like it.
Oh, yeah. Might have to get it one day then.
It's a good it is a good game to hang out with friends. It is it sort of fits into the same concept as like the friend slap games, but not like actually. It is more of just like a 4-person co-op shooter as opposed to friend slap. So like a good example would be like Helldivers. Helldivers 2 is a 4-person co-op shooter with a lot of stuff going for it. One of the things I think that makes 4-person co-op shooters enjoyable is if they're humorous, and Deep Rock is very humorous. They have a lot of fun just poking around.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I think Helldivers is also very fun, is because it's very humorous. It's very... It's in your face about what it's about, and it's very funny to me, especially with like the way physics and whatnot can handle. Also, as just a slight note, Helldivers is the only game I have played that actually does ammo reloads like accurately, because you don't have like say a number of bullets and can load a number of and refill that number of bullets with no like bullet loss or distribution. No, you have a number of mags or clips depending on your weapon. You have a number of clips or mags depending on your weapon, not a number of bullets. So when you eject your clip, if there were bullets in it, you lost them bullets. So you reload only when you've used all the bullets in that game. There is no, oh, hang on, let me reload my weapon. It goes, do you have bullets in it? Yeah. Then it's loaded. Go. I don't care if that thing can launch if you only got 5 bullets in a thing that can shoot 500, that can shoot 30 bullets a second. You're gonna fire them 5 bullets before you reload that gun.
Yo. I love what you call it? I love the way that Helldivers plays, but the one thing that I can't stand.
Oh, you have the game?
Is yeah, I do. I have
Helldivers 2 or Helldivers 1, because I don't know if that's on Steam or not. Okay, we should play Helldivers sometime.
But yes, maybe. I I actually don't play the game much because I don't like the fact that I can't jump. It's a weird niche, but I don't like that. I like being able to jump. Like the little Fortnite sweat that I am.
You can jump, but it's more like hit the dirt kind of jump.
Yeah.
Blossom, Geen, and Goodish all have Deep Rock Galactic.
Okay.
I don't know if Laurie has it or not. I don't think she does. But if you like Live for Dead, you'll like DRG.
I bet. I haven't played Left 4 Dead in years, but yes, I loved it.
There are
so
mods for
I'll more
larger
than likely
parties
love
too
it.
that are pretty reliable for DRG. Yeah. They also have a very active modding community. And mods in DRG are actually super easy.
Very interesting. Are you kidding me?
What?
What the heck was that? Oh, I was playing something in the background.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna quickly check something. Okay. Ah, lamb.
Yes.
I think I remembered what it was. This is gonna sound very random because it was from the thing we were talking about yesterday. I remember how yesterday I was showing you some of my old stream clips or videos
Yeah.
to show my voice and so like how much I've improved.
Yeah.
I think I just remembered what I named my cult in Cult of the Lamb.
Oh. Okay.
Denny's.
Denny's, of course. Oh, the Denny's cult. Yep, I remember.
Because
I remember that.
Because I named it Denny because you don't go to Denny's, you end up at Denny's.
True.
That was the whole concept of it. Is like you don't intentionally go to Denny's, you end up at Denny's.
That is true.
Denny's is not
That
a
is very
first
true.
choice for anyone.
Nope. Although they do have decent food. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like
Mid.
it's like McDonald's versus like I guess Applebee's burger. Like,
I mean, Denny's is just mid when it comes to the food. Like, yeah, you can eat it, but you have other, but you could also eat anything else.
that's true.
That's kind of the thought process with Denny's is just like, yeah, you could eat this, or you could eat anything else. It goes, well, nothing else is available. Well, then I guess I'll eat this.
That is very true.
The only reason I ever ate Denny's food was because in college, there was a Denny's literally in the building my dormitory was at.
That's crazy.
And that is the only reason I ever ate anything from Denny's. Because it was literally in the same building. So if it was like raining outside and I was like, man, I know there's a McDonald's down the road, but it's raining and I don't want to be on my bike in the rain.
Yeah.
So I go, I guess I'm going to Denny's.
Fair point.
To be fair though, I don't really eat
That is
McDonald's
funny.
anymore.
That's fair. It's sad, like of course it's never been the greatest food ever, but it like most fast food quality has like gone down so much more.
Yeah.
Like
And of
even
course that-
KFC used to be awesome.
Used to be a lot better. Every like
Mhm.
place that served food used to be a lot better before 2020. Then COVID hit
Yeah.
and all the different stuff kind of just changed things.
Yep.
One thing I know for certain is it's been a absolute point for every conspirator to say that all the food is like artificial in every single capacity. And I go, there's artificial stuff in food, but like the meat they serve is real meat.
Yep.
It's packed with stuff you should probably have in it, but the meat itself is still real.
hmm
McDonald's used to have really nice fries.
Yeah.
I mean, their fries are still alright, but they ain't like they used to be. Same thing for most of like their foods. Like their burgers used to be like much better in terms of texture and flavor, but now they're so bland and boring. Which is funny because I don't usually eat the burgers. Like I don't eat burgers, but I tried one before, like when I was a kid, and I remember at the time I didn't like it just because, you know, I was super picky. But when I look back on it now, I was like, yeah, no, it wasn't that bad. But these days it's like, nah, man. I used to get their chicken sandwiches all the time, and they used to be a lot better, crispier in texture. But nowadays they're so empty in flavor.
I couldn't agree more.
KFC, like you said, is much the same way. Used to be have a lot more flavor to it. Now it's also bland, and the meat itself, like the chicken, is so dry.
Yep. Which is crazy because it's bathed in grease.
Well, that's so the meat itself gets dried out because of a lot of the differences. But
Yeah.
the primary reason why the meat's so dry is because it's frozen for so long and then left to defall, and that causes it to dry out really bad.
Yeah.
I think I might call stream there.
All right.
I ended up getting a lot more line work done than I expected to, but that's because I got into a pretty good flow.
There you go.
Let's see, who can I raid? We'll raid Geen. I haven't raided Geen in a while, or at least it doesn't feel like it. All right, I'll catch all y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.